Looking for a quick and easy way to improve your mobility for golf? I'm gonna go over 4 exercises that take no longer than 60 seconds each, and yes, I timed them, that will undoubtedly help your golf mobility so that you can hit the ball further than you ever thought before. If you're serious about your golf game and you want more tips just like this, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below. And if you want even more tips just beyond YouTube, make sure you hit that link in the first comment to sign up for my newsletter where I send out 3 golf performance tips every single week directly to your inbox. The first drill that we're gonna do is going to work the lats. The lats may be limiting your lead arm mobility in your backswing. So all you need is a box or a table or a chair, anything's fine. You're just gonna put your hand just outside shoulder width, go down and go ahead and get into a nice stretch. Sit back onto your heels if you can. Bring your head through your arms as best as you can. You should be feeling a stretch along the outside of your shoulder blade, along the side of your trunk. You may even feel it go down into your low back a little bit. That is okay. We are about halfway done so far on this stretch. Keep holding. Make sure that you continue to breathe. One of the easier hand positions for this as well is if your palms are down. If you want a little bit more of a stretch, you can go so that your thumbs are pointed upwards and your palms are facing each other. Again, bring your head down through. We have about 10 more seconds left. Good, and come on out of that stretch. For the next stretch, we're gonna work on our mid-back rotation. We're gonna be in this half-kneeling position. So one leg is out in front of us, one leg is down beneath us, sitting up nice and tall through our trunk, squeezing our glute of the leg that's back behind us. We're gonna start with both arms directly out in front of us, and then we're only going to turn over that leg that's in front of us. So we're turning as far as we can, and then coming back. As we're turning, you can turn and look with your head towards that hand that's going back behind you. That may help you get a little bit further. One other thing that I really want you to focus on is pushing forward and really reaching with the arm that's out in front of you as you're rotating. That'll help you get a little bit further as we're going. All right, let's go ahead and switch sides. So other leg's out in front of us now, squeezing that glute. Hands are back behind us. Now we're opening up towards the other direction. If you want to leave your head forward, you'll get a little bit of a neck mobility stretch in this as well as we're opening up. If you feel like that's a little too uncomfortable, you can follow along with your head as well. Making sure as you're doing this as well is that you're really planting this leg that's out in front of you down firmly into the ground to make sure that that's not moving. And we are just about done with this stretch. We're gonna get down onto the ground into a pigeon pose. So we're gonna bring one leg directly out in front of us, pretty much in this 90-90 position. The other leg is back behind us straight. And we're gonna be leaning forward. So you can go as far as you feel comfortable for this one. You should feel a good stretch along the back side of your hip and the glute. For this, again, we're gonna hold for 30 seconds or so on this side. And then we're going to go ahead and switch once we're done with the 30 seconds. If you feel comfortable enough, you can sit back down into that. Really try to bring your butt down towards the ground. That'll get a little bit more of a stretch on that side. All right, let's go ahead and switch. Same position, just on the other side. If you want more of a stretch as well, you could lean more forward, although that could get a little uncomfortable depending on your hip mobility. So really trying to force your butt down towards the ground is a little bit more comfortable for most folks. But again, you should be feeling the stretch along the outside of your hip and your glute, really getting that hip external rotation, which is obviously going to be huge for the golf swing in both the downswing and the backswing. Once we're done on that side, we're going to go ahead and work into hip internal rotation. We're going to be doing more of a dynamic stretch here. So we're sitting up in this crab sitting position. We're going to just take one leg and drop that down towards the middle of our body. And we're just going to repeat. You can hold for a few seconds at the bottom if you want to, and then come on back up. Big key when you're performing this drill is make sure that you're pulling your toes up towards your knee the entire time. It's gonna help lock out the knee. Otherwise, if you just let it go floppy, you're gonna really put a lot of stress on the inside of your knee, which is not what we want. So just going back and forth here, a few more seconds on this one side. Then we're gonna go ahead and switch. Again, as you're performing this drill, there's no set prescribed amount of reps on this. We're just going for 30 seconds on each side. Again, you can play around with how high you want your knee to be. Big key also with this is make sure you're avoiding any sharp, painful pains like on the inside of your hip and the groin. If you do experience any of those, stop short of that range of motion, or leave a comment down below and let me know, and I can give you an alternative drill. Mobility is just the beginning when it comes to hitting the ball further off the tee. If you want to hit it even further, make sure you watch this video.